It's easy to say the MCU has beaten the DCEU in many ways, mostly because it's true. From introducing multiple characters to giving them a shared universe, we have an amazing spiderweb that other studios have tried and failed to mimic. But that doesn't mean it's all one-sided. DC has done some things that have surprisingly subverted expectations, simultaneously outdoing Marvel in areas fans couldn't have expected. As a result, we are going to talk about 5 things that DC managed to beat Marvel to the punch on. And as always, if you like the video, please consider subscribing to Flickering Myth. Number 5, the Multiverse. Doctor Strange's upcoming sequel hints at the MCU finally exploring a concept from the comics known as the Multiverse. Parallel timelines coexisting yet diverging. However, the Multiverse has been a core part of DC's lore since the iconic comic event Crisis on Infinite Earths, and in the CW's adaptation of it, we got a taste of things to come. Not only did multiple television serials come together in glorious cameo fashion, but we also got a nice scene of Ezra Miller appearing alongside Grant Gustin. The idea that all these properties are connected under one big multiverse umbrella is something that Marvel has failed to get to in time. Number 4, a good female superhero film. Now, you don't have to look far to know what the state of female superhero movies was like. From Tank Girl to Elektra to Catwoman, feminine comic book adaptations were seen as inherent failures. That all changed with Wonder Woman. And despite Marvel introducing heroines like Black Widow, Scarlet Witch and Rescue First, Wonder Woman triumphed as the first major female superhero film that was not only a blockbuster success, but also a damn good movie. The MCU would go on to rush out Captain Marvel 2 years later, but it's clear DC won here. Number 3, director's cuts. Ever since Age of Ultron, fans have been clamouring for director's cuts of Marvel films. After all, what's the harm in doing something extra with the home video? Well, outside of a poorly rendered Hulk in the re-release of Endgame, we have never gotten the luxury of a longer version of any flick. The DCEU, on the other hand, has given us 2 bigger releases already. The ultimate cut of Batman v Superman and the extended cut of Suicide Squad, both widely regarded as improving their respective films. Now, with Zack Snyder's Justice League set for a major HBO Max release next year, you can expect DC to continue this trend it pioneered. Number 2, villain-centric films. Now, villains deserve their time to shine. Too often, they're left in the shadows of their heroic counterparts, but that does not mean there isn't potential. Twice now, DC has gone the extra mile to provide their large villainous rosters a chance in the limelight, with Suicide Squad and Birds of Prey. And they will be continuing it with James Gunn's Suicide Squad sequel and Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam film. Marvel has yet to give any of their antagonists a spin-off or dedicated movie the way DC has. Number 1, R-rated films. Now, while Fox's Marvel division created multiple R-rated comic book features like Deadpool, Kick-Ass, Kingsman and Logan, the Disney MCU has failed to do any such experimentation. Now, perhaps they're afraid of alienating audiences, but nonetheless, it has never happened. The DCEU, on the other hand, took a chance with the aforementioned ultimate cut of Batman v Superman, but it went a step further when they produced Birds of Prey in 2020. Warner Brothers will be continuing this trend with The Suicide Squad in 2021, something that is very commendable. Now, Kevin Feige did recently reveal that Deadpool 3 will maintain the Merc with a Mouth's original rating, but who knows when that will come out. And there you have it, 5 things the DCEU beat the MCU to. And no matter your thoughts, even you can acknowledge that these were small wins for Warner Brothers & Co. But are there any that we've missed? As always, put them in the comments below and be sure to subscribe to Flickering Myth for more content.